A December chill is in the air coming off of Lake Erie, but folks here bundled up, ready for football at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Matchup as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's second down and 3. Again, it's Achane. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. You look at this Steeler defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Watson on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Fight. 96 plastic. 6. Fight. White.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Devon Achane with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
22 needle. You, yellow.
The Lance going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
52 blaster. 6, mega. Smash, red.
Lance now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Look at this Browns defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Yeah, it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. On play action, Lance. It's complete, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
At the 9-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance. It's caught outright by Graham. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That one goes for... But it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the...
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league.
Ready. Ultra. Check.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Lance. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Watson now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Again, it's Watson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The Browns at 9-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. That's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Now Lance. And this one is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken right at the 35. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Well, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field. And he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Let's go.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. And Lance now to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you played Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9
you want.
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28, Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Cycle.
Throwing now is Lance. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Charles. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark. And then
Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Touchdown, Browns! A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Going for the deep ball. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and a couple. To throw is Watson. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Alert! 59!
Here's Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 64 yards. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
42. Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Ready, ready. Ready.
On 1st down, Lance. Here's one deep for Pickens. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. Oh, look at the juke. And down he'll go at the 25. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Going with Strong on the counter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. And all the way down to the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 65 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll run. Achane. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Achane is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Lance. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Lance. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Ready. Black shot.
Now Lance again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. And, it's incomplete. It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Lance looks to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Red, yellow. Field, black.
And they'll go for it. Lance. So give them the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off.
Ready?
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that the fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. Now he's into the clear again, and he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 8. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Shot. 17. Drill green. Hut, hut.
Lance now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now Lance wants to change him up.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Let's go.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A run straight ahead with Achane. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2